You may, if you attended International Spring Festival, you may, if you attended International Spring Festival, have heard this message. But there are some beautiful instructions that come at the end, and we need to check if we've put them into practice. So this is Venerable Geshe Kelsang Gyatso Rinpoche's message to all of us gathered here together for the International Summer Festival. Hello to the International Kadampa community. I would like to offer you the following message based on the stories of rebirth by Arya Sura. I would like to explain the benefits of listening to Dharma teachings, which are: listening to Dharma teachings is a great light that eliminates the darkness of our own and others' ignorance. Listening to Dharma teachings is the best wealth that cannot be stolen by thieves, and which gives great meaning to our human life. Listening to Dharma teachings is a weapon that destroys our enemy of confusion. Listening to Dharma teachings is our best friend, who will never deceive us, and from whom we receive our best advice. Listening to Dharma teachings is a relative and friend who remains loyal even when we are impoverished. Listening to Dharma teachings is the supreme medicine that cures the disease of uncontrolled desire, anger, and ignorance. Listening to Dharma teachings is a powerful opponent that destroys great faults. Listening to Dharma teachings is the best treasure because it is the foundation of all fame and resources. Listening to Dharma teachings is the best gift through which we can benefit all living beings. Listening to Dharma teachings is the best method to make countless living beings happy. Please memorize, contemplate the meaning again and again, and then put it into practice, day by day, month by month, year by year. I will also pray for you and your families. With much love, Geshe Kelsang Gyatso. Such a powerful, beautiful message from Venerable Geshe-la's heart. It's his advice to us right now, at this time. So I'd like to encourage all of us. We need to memorize these 10 benefits. We need to contemplate their meaning. And we need to put this instruction into practice. we are beginning with Venerable Geshe-la's special message that he's giving us for the international festivals in 2020. So I'd like to remind you and share again his special message with you. Hello to the international Kadampa community. I would like to offer you the following message based on the stories of rebirth by Arya Sura. I would like to explain the benefits of listening to Dharma teachings, which are: listening to Dharma teachings is a great light that eliminates the darkness of our own and others' ignorance. Listening to Dharma teachings is the best wealth that cannot be stolen by thieves and that gives real meaning to our human life. Listening to Dharma teachings is a weapon that destroys our enemy of confusion. Listening to Dharma teachings is our best friend who will never deceive us and from whom we receive the best advice. Listening to Dharma teachings is a relative and friend who remains loyal even when we are impoverished. Listening to Dharma teachings is the supreme medicine that cures the disease of uncontrolled desire, anger, and ignorance. Listening to Dharma teachings is a powerful opponent that destroys great faults. Listening to Dharma teachings is the best treasure because it is the foundation of all fame and resources. Listening to Dharma teachings is the best gift through which we can benefit all living beings. Listening to Dharma teachings is the best method to make countless living beings happy. Please memorize, contemplate the meaning again and again, and then put it into practice day by day, month by month, and year by year. I will also pray for you and your families. With much love, Geshe Kelsang Gyatso. How wonderful to have this special, powerful, beneficial, practical message from the heart of our founder. So, Venerable Geshe-la is encouraging us to memorize his advice. It's advice from his heart. He's encouraging us to memorize it. So perhaps you have already. Perhaps you've remembered some of the benefits of listening to Dharma. So why do we need to memorize this special advice from our Guru's heart? Because then we can contemplate it at any time of the day or night. We can mentally think about this advice at our heart without distraction. Then the meaning will become clear. It will touch our heart, and we will experience great results. And we will understand from our own side, from our own experience, the real value of listening to Dharma teachings So we need to memorize it. We're invited to, encouraged to. Memorize this advice, contemplate it, not once, but again and again. So often we can do this contemplation when we're relaxing, when we're busy in our daily jobs. We can contemplate this advice, any part of this advice, at any time. So Venerable Geshe encourages us, contemplate it again and again, day by day. So it's advice for our daily life, day by day, month by month we contemplate, year by year. Put it into practice, day by day, month by month, year by year. How wonderful! This precious instruction from our Guru's heart will mix with our own mind, and we will come to value listening to Dharma teachings in exactly the same way as our Guru does. We'll want everybody everywhere to have the opportunity to listen to Dharma teachings and experience these wonderful results. We'll have treasure in our heart. We'll have wealth in our heart. We'll have light that dispels confusion in our heart, eliminates our ignorance. We'll have best friend from whom we receive the best advice, living in our heart. Such wonderful results will come. So if we develop, because these are special recognitions coming from our wisdom, if we develop these special recognitions with respect to listening to Dharma teachings, what will happen? We will naturally enjoy, love to listen to Dharma teachings, which also means read Dharma instructions from our unequaled Kadampa Dharma books. We can receive instructions from these books endlessly because we love to listen, we love to read, we'll naturally enjoy listening to Dharma teachings because of these special recognitions. Then we will experience these benefits ourselves. We will know them to be true in our own experience, and then we can share with others. So when we develop these special recognitions, our faith and our wisdom will definitely increase. So Venerable Geshe is sharing with us a special way to improve our faith and our wisdom. They will definitely increase if we use this beautiful advice that he's sharing from our heart. Who is Medicine Guru? This is such a good question. Who is Medicine Guru? And what is his function? What is his job? So Medicine Guru is a Buddha doctor. He's a Buddha doctor. He's an enlightened being, Buddha, whose function is to liberate all living beings permanently from outer and inner sickness. This is his job. Such a precious Buddha doctor is appearing in our world, in our life. His function is to heal, to cure the outer and inner sickness permanently of all living beings. So in our prayers, our Kadampa prayers, Medicine Buddha prayer, we pray to him by saying, O Blessed One, Medicine Guru, who love all beings. Merely by hearing your holy name, the sickness of the three poisons will cease. We prostrate to you, O King of Lapis Jewel land. So this is the doctor we really need. Some particular sicknesses can be cured by our normal doctors. They're so kind. But any curing by our ordinary doctors is only temporary. No doctor, no matter how kind they may be, no doctor can give us permanent liberation from any sickness. Impossible. Which is what we really need. We need sickness to cease forever. So this we can only accomplish through receiving the special blessings of Medicine Guru. We can permanently cure all sicknesses, including cancer. We need to think about this precious instruction and improve our faith in the precious Buddha doctor, Medicine Guru. He can heal all sicknesses permanently if we rely on him. Not just in this life, but in all our future lives, we'll be free from sickness. But if we were asked the question, what is the worst sickness? What would our answer be? What do you think is the worst sickness? So we learned about this in the introductory teaching. The worst sickness, giving rise to all our pain and suffering and problems, is the sickness of the three poisons: uncontrolled desire, anger, and self-grasping ignorance. This is the worst disease, the inner disease of the three poisons. These delusions, as we've understood, give us, create for us, appear for us, physical and mental pain throughout our life, life after life, without end. Our suffering will never end till we cause the three poisons, the inner disease, worst disease of our uncontrolled desire, anger, and self-grasping ignorance to cease. Then our suffering problems will cease permanently, forever, and we can help lead all living beings to that same blissful experience. At one time, Buddha Shakyamuni was staying at a place called Vaishali, near Sarnath in India. with 36,000 bodhisattva disciples. At that time, through his compassion, Bodhisattva Manjusri asked Buddha this most important question. So all these disciples are gathered at Buddha's feet, and Bodhisattva Manjusri is blessed to ask Buddha this question and receive an answer that's so important for us. Bodhisattva Manjusri asked Buddha, in the future, the Buddha Dharma will degenerate, and the beings of this world will find it difficult to practice Dharma purely and gain Dharma realizations. Because of this, it will be very difficult for those beings to control their minds, especially their uncontrolled desire. So they will naturally engage in negative actions. They will hold wrong views, and they will deny the value of spiritual realizations. As a result of these non-virtuous and inappropriate actions, the world will be filled with problems, dangers, adversities, disasters, famine. Many incurable diseases will develop. Living beings alive at that time will experience unbearable physical. At one time, it will be very difficult for those beings to control their minds, especially their uncontrolled desire. So they will naturally engage in negative actions. They will hold wrong views, and they will deny the value of spiritual realizations. As a result of these non-virtuous and inappropriate actions, the world will be filled with problems, dangers, adversities, disasters, famine. Many incurable diseases will develop. Living beings alive at that time will experience unbearable physical suffering and mental pain. Who will protect them? Who will care for them? Who will release them from their sufferings? So this is Bodhisattva Manjusri's question. In response to Manjusri's question, Buddha expounded the sutra called 800 Verses, principally revealing the instructions on the practice of the medicine Buddhas. Buddha said, as his reply, in the future, if living beings rely with strong faith and devotion upon the medicine Buddhas, they will be cured of otherwise incurable physical disease and mental pain, as well as all other outer and inner diseases. So he's recommending, when the world is pervaded entirely by problems and dangers due to uncontrolled minds and inappropriate actions, The practice of relying on the medicine Buddhas is so important. So we've experienced since beginningless time the pain of the three inner poisons and all the sufferings and problems they give rise to. Now, by relying upon Medicine Buddha, Medicine Guru, we can be freed from these sufferings forever. How wonderful, how kind. Buddha also explained the methods for receiving blessings from these Buddhas. He explained the benefits of relying upon these Buddhas. He explained how to accomplish a special power of body, speech, and mind through the practice of the Medicine Buddhas. And he explained how to use this special power to benefit others through healing actions. All these things Buddha explained, and we're going to learn. Buddha then emanated light rays from his heart and invited the 7 Medicine Buddhas to appear in Vaishali, so that all the 36,000 Bodhisattva's disciples could see them directly. Buddha introduced each one of the 7 Medicine Buddhas. He said, "This is Tathagata, Medicine Guru. He comes from an eastern Pure Land called Lapis Jewel Land. This Medicine Buddha is Tathagata, King of Clear Knowing. This Tathagata, this Buddha is Tathagata, melodious ocean of Dharma proclaimed. This Buddha is Tathagata, supreme glory, free from sorrow. This Tathagata, Buddha, is Tathagata, stainless excellent gold. This Buddha is Tathagata, king of melodious sound. And this Buddha is Tathagata, glorious renown of excellent signs." Buddha appeared them, invited them from his heart, and all the 36,000 Bodhisattva disciples could see these 7 Medicine Buddhas directly. It is said that through hearing these instructions on the Medicine Buddhas, 36,000 human beings and 700,000 non-human beings attained high realizations. So inspiring. So we're meeting them also, just not seeing them directly yet. So it's important that we begin to understand how these 2 beautiful, essential practices are related to each other. So I think we're given some clue in the subtitle. So one prayer booklet says Medicine Buddha Sadhana, a method for accomplishing the attainments of Medicine Buddha. So held within this prayer booklet, ritual prayers for the meditation session, held within this prayer booklet is the method, a method for accomplishing the attainments of Medicine Buddha. So if we use this method, maybe we use this method every day, if we use this method day by day, month by month, year by year, we will accomplish the attainments of Medicine Buddha. So this means that we will become Medicine Buddha with a special power of body, speech and mind that is the nature of blissful, omniscient wisdom. So our body will become Medicine Buddha's body, our speech will become Medicine Buddha's speech, our mind will become refuge for all living beings, the mind of Medicine Buddha. So this prayer booklet, Medicine Buddha Sadhana, is for this accomplishment. As the power of our body, speech and mind strengthens, this special power of body, speech and mind strengthens through this practice, we then use Medicine Buddha prayer as a method for benefiting others. So Venerable Geshe-la actually says in the introduction in Medicine Buddha Sadhana, he says, such powerful words in this introduction. Geshe-la says, by relying upon Medicine Buddha sincerely, living beings in these impure times can be cured of heavy physical and mental disease and find release from the internal pain of the three poisons, attachment, anger, and ignorance. They can also receive protection from many other dangers and obstacles. Wonderful. Since beginningless time, we've experienced the pain of the three poisons and all the sufferings to which they give rise. Now, by relying upon this Buddha doctor, we can be released from this pain forever. Moreover, by practicing the sadhana of Medicine Buddha sincerely, we receive a special power of body, speech and mind, which we can then use to help others through healing actions. Amazing. We are going to get the opportunity to engage in non-deceptive, extraordinarily powerful healing actions through the special power of body, speech and mind that we develop in Medicine Buddha Sadhana. So as you may know, we have 2 prayer booklets. Both are practices on relying on Medicine Buddha. So we have Medicine Buddha Sadhana and we have Medicine Buddha prayer. And these are coming. These prayer booklets, they're coming from our Guru's heart. They are a special presentation for the people of the modern world. So as we know, Venerable Geshe-la requested his spiritual guide, Vajradhara Trijang Rinpoche. He asked him, for the people of the modern world, the Tibetan tradition isn't working, and Vajradhara Trijang Rinpoche and Venerable Geshe-la talked together, and Vajradhara Trijang Rinpoche said to Geshe-la, my disciples are Tibetan. We follow the Tibetan tradition. Your students are the people of the modern world. They need a tradition that's acceptable for them, that respects their society and their tradition. So empowered with this special permission, Venerable Geshe-la, our founder, has such a wonderful job to represent all the teachings that Buddha has given with a special presentation specifically for us, all of us, the people of the modern world. So these, all our Kadampa books are this special presentation. All our prayer booklets are this special presentation. And Venerable Geshe-la has told us, he thought maybe this would be quite difficult. And then he found that this special presentation was naturally coming. And he's told us how that is through the power of Guru Tsongkhapa, Guru Samadhi, Buddha Haruka. So we can know that these prayer booklets are unique. They are appearing in this special presentation for us, the people of the modern world, to help us understand how to practice relying on Medicine Guru. So Trijang Rinpoche also said, he quoted from Buddha, and he said, Dharma teachings are given like a doctor to sick people, according to their circumstances. So Dharma should be given according to society, according to people's capacity, what they really need. So this is following, of course, Buddha Shakyamuni's heart advice, the supreme doctor, that the medicine should be given in accordance with people's capacity, with what they really need. So appearing for us, I think we couldn't be more fortunate. Appearing for us is exactly what we need, the people of the modern world. So the instructions, the whole of Kadam Lamrim of Sutra and Tantra, according to this special presentation, which I would say is Ganden emanation scripture for the people of the modern world. All the instructions of the ocean of Lamrim of Sutra and Tantra are coming in a special presentation for the people of the modern world. And these two prayer booklets are part of this wonderful, special presentation. I think we know from our own experience how this presentation is what we need and how it fits with us, with the way we live our lives. It fits beautifully so that we can learn to unite Kadam Lamrim with our busy daily life. And as I mentioned yesterday in the empowerment, we transform our whole life, all apparently mundane activities. We transform them into the path to enlightenment through developing special faithful recognitions, some of which we can learn over the next few days. So we have these two sadhanas, and again, as one of the characteristics of the special presentation coming from Venerable Geshe-la's heart, the teachings are very clear. And they come with a special blessing for us to be able to understand them and have some feeling of confidence that we can begin to practice them. And Venerable Geshe-la's teachings, instructions, methods are clear because they're coming from the point of view of Buddha's ultimate view, Buddha's ultimate intention, Buddha's ultimate practice, which means Buddha's view according to highest Yoga Tantra. So our founder is very skillfully leading us to Buddha's ultimate view, the view of union according to highest Yoga Tantra. And he's doing this with every teaching. We're being guided on the paths of Lamrim, of Sutra and Tantra, to this ultimate goal, the view of union, where we can accomplish the union of medicine guru. You know, I think you'll find great enjoyment comparing these two sadhanas. So the introduction's almost the same, but not quite. So in the introduction, Venerable Geshe-la has added the first sentence, when the world is pervaded entirely by problems and dangers due to uncontrolled minds and inappropriate actions, one of the most important practices is that of medicine Buddha. And at the end, moreover, by practicing medicine Buddha sadhana sincerely, we receive a special power of body, speech, and mind, which we can then use to help others through healing actions, as presented in this medicine Buddha prayer. So this very beautiful. So Venerable Geshe-la is explaining to us that by practicing medicine Buddha sadhana sincerely, that means without laziness. So laziness has many different levels, but it's laziness that causes us to be distracted. So we get distracted to worldly paths, worldly activities. So by practicing medicine Buddha sadhana sincerely, we receive, that's interesting, we receive a special power of body, speech, and mind through our faith, through our correct imagination, and most importantly, through our Guru's blessings, mixing our mind with our Guru's mind, mixing our body, speech, and mind, subtle body, very subtle body, speech, and mind, with our Guru's body, speech, and mind, medicine Guru's body, speech, and mind. We receive a special power of body, speech, and mind. So this power increases. So as we do medicine Buddha sadhana, the special power, it increases, it improves, it grows, until we are actual medicine Buddha, medicine Guru. So it becomes more powerful with familiarity, with engaging in meditation over and over again, identifying ourselves correctly as the union of appearance and emptiness, the union of medicine Guru. So we receive this special power, which we can then use. So it's using this power the special power of body, speech, and mind. The body, speech, and mind of Medicine Guru. We use this power to help others. So how are we going to help others? Through healing actions. And again, as soon as we hear healing action, it feels like something physical. You know, when we hear the word action, just through the power of normal language, when we hear the word, let's get to action, you know, there's sort of like a clapping of the hands, a rolling up of the sleeves. And when we hear action, we think physically. Let's run and do something. Let's go and help people. Let's go and heal people. And we're so focused on the material. So we need to understand the most powerful actions are mental actions. This is what Buddha's teaching us. Everything's created by mind. There are no things that are not merely imputed. Everything is imputed, imagined, created by mind. Once we know that, we unleash the power of our mind to create according to wisdom with our Guru's blessings. So when we think about healing actions, the healing actions, for example, contained in this booklet is a meditation. It's a mind focused on the most extraordinary object that will bring about the healing of all living beings, our world and ourself.